the captain chewed me out. It wasn't even my officer. Like, he didn't even know me. He chewed me out. So I was like, okay, and here I am, 27-year-old private, thinking I'm doing the right thing, and clearly I wasn't. So, hey guys. So, I am fastly approaching my 6th year in the military, and year 6 is kind of pivotal. It's kind of where you've like been in the military a good amount of time. You've learned a little bit. You become at least a sergeant, at least an E5, and I don't know, it's a good time to reflect. So in my reflection, I am thinking of what are some things that I wish I knew back in the day, back when I was E2. Oh my gosh, started from the bottom, talk about, that. So what are some things I wish I knew, some advice someone had given me, some advice I wish I could tell the past me, the private version of myself, or even just some things that I would like to share with newer soldiers in their first, second, third year, definitely before your first re-enlistment. Just with some advice that I could kind of pass down to you guys. So if you guys are interested in hearing just some tips, some things I wish I knew, some things that really made a difference in my career, and hopefully could help you in yours, and just keep watching. So the first piece of advice I honestly want to give is to know and understand that you have changed. Like, as simple as that. You are not the person that you were. Excuse all this. Okay, Mr. Sun. Thank you. But you are not the person that you were before you enlisted. You have completely changed. The Army has a great way of breaking you all the way down. I mean, all the way down, right? And then building you back up. But when they build you up, you're stronger, you're wiser, you're tougher. You really have this mentality that you can do and get through anything, and you can easily because your mentality has changed. You know that you've done and been faced with obstacles that you honestly didn't even know that you could get through. Like, you did it, and maybe you complained a little bit along the way, but that's okay. You did it, you got through it. So it changes our mindset as well. So people at home that aren't doing anything, that's just sitting still, stagnant, might go home and be like, well, why I'm not really connecting with my boys or my girls, the people that I used to hang out with. Why are things different? Because you're different. You've changed. You've matured. You have a different level of discipline now, and that's okay. So know that you've changed. Know that anything that you lose in that, any friendships, any connections, there will always be more. You will connect with people in the military in a way that you never have. Your friends become family. Everyone has a shared understanding of the suck. If you're already in the military, you understand the suck, and it's just something that we all share. So it allows the connections to form and be so real, and it's just an amazing thing. About 90% of my friends are now in the military, in the service, and they just understand me because they have the same lifestyle as me. They've gone through the same things as me, the same obstacles that I go through, the same good things, promotions and awards and congratulatory things. They understand the caliber of the things you're excited about and fearful of, because they have the same understanding as you, because they're military. So understand you've changed, but don't be afraid of it. Embrace it and just continue to grow. So the second thing that I would give, piece of advice that I would give, would honestly be to learn. Never stop learning, and learn from your peers, learn from your subordinates as you get further in your career, and also learn from your superiors. So always want to look for a mentor. Always want to look for someone who can help you along the way, who has been where you are, who, if there's a certain thing, if you want to go special forces or get different types of training or identifiers, then seek someone out, you know, or naturally as you investigate or learn more about these programs and things you want to do, definitely find you a mentor, someone who has their head on straight, someone who is reliable and understanding and will steer you the right way, and talk to them. You know, you can have more than one mentor. Absolutely. I try to take on, you know, people just become your mentor, and it's pretty amazing. And then also you want to learn from your peers. So we all come from different places, had different jobs and different things that we did before joining the military. So you absolutely want to lean on your peers when you have obstacles or going through things, different trainings, different promotions, different processes, because people to your left and your right may have already gone through the things that you are trying to go through, and they might be able to help you navigate. And then also you want to be able to learn from your subordinates. So as you get farther, you might become a squad leader, you might become a sergeant. You know, you're going to have subordinates eventually, so you want to learn from them as well. Especially for me, what I learned from my subordinates is PT, okay? Because the PT test is changing. And everyone's doing CrossFit, everyone's lifting, something that I didn't come up in that culture. So my team, my soldiers, helped me out a lot with that, and they don't even understand the caliber of it, but they do because it's natural to them. It's something they were doing before they even came in the Army. So lean on your subordinates, lean on your peers, and then also find you a good mentor, so to help you kind of navigate the service and get where you want to be. Right, let me pull out my book, guys, because I had these written down, right? But I'm trying to get home. So this is my second time filming this video, because the first time I was on duty and everything was so freaking loud, so I couldn't do it. So I understand you've changed. That was one. Oh, learn from your peers. Okay, that was number 2. Okay, so number 3, get as much out of the Army as you can. Like, y'all, Uncle Sam is going to use you and abuse you and get everything out of you that they can. You are going to train, you're going to work hard, you're going to have late nights, you're going to be on call. Anything that they have for you to do, they're going to get out of you. So make sure you're going to school. Make sure you're doing programs. If you're married, make sure you're doing the marriage retreats and having that time to spend with your family, and also gain better understanding and have a free trip. You know, if you're single, there's BOSS, which is, I don't know what it stands for. Maybe I put it here somewhere. But they do all types of trips for single soldiers. Skiing, amusement parks, freaking pizza day, like all types of crazy stuff. There's VetTix, where you can get tickets to everything for like $15, super cheap. What else? Busch Gardens gives us free trips. So I'm not saying, okay, just do this for the free trip, but I'm saying get as much out of your service as possible, to include the perks. And there are a lot of perks out there that you may or may not know about. So research it. Always keep your ear open, you know, and learn what else is out there. Don't just go to work, go home, because you're going to miss out on so many opportunities. Every training that you can do, go, volunteer or inquire about, you know. There are so many people who, we have paramedic right now going, it's like a revolving door, and I'm sticking my soldiers in it because I'm like, you need to go, because one day this is going to be hard to get into. So since you're here at the place where they're giving this training, you need to go. You need to get everything out of it, even if you feel like it's not something that is going to be pertinent to your life right now. Guess what? It's going to help you eventually. It will only help. You know, these trainings are only help. So always be looking for ways to advance, which is going to take me into the next one, I'm sure, which is never stop trying to advance. Even if you feel like you're getting out of the Army or the military, even if you feel like you're done, still go to the board, still continue to volunteer, still do good on your PT test, still do height and weight, still do all the things that you need to do, because just imagine, I say I'm getting out of the Army. And then the month before I ETS, something happens. And I have to change my mind. Okay, so I'm just going to extend for a year, or I'm just going to re-enlist for 4 years, or I'm just going to stay in a little while longer. Guess what? You've wasted that entire time that you thought you were getting out of the military. Just wasted. You know, you could have been promotable, or you could have went to leaders course, or you could have done whatever, anything, something to continue your advancement. So never, ever, ever stop trying to advance. Never stop being a good soldier just because you feel like you're done. We're a soldier 24/7 all the time, up until the day that you're out. And even after you're out, your mindset really isn't going to change. You're still going to be different. You're still going to have that soldier mentality because you served. You'll now become a veteran. So don't just give up on your career until you're got that DD 214. Okay, so my last one. So do not let one leader, one unit, one situation deter you from being the best that you could possibly be. Don't let it rip your career right from your hands. And what I mean from that is, honestly, every unit sucks. Every unit has at least one terrible leader. You know, there's always going to be situations and things that happen that you are not happy about, that really frustrates you. But this is your career. This is your life. At the end of the day, you go home to your family, your bank account, your bills, your livelihood. So don't let one situation or one person or one unit, it might be the entire unit, sucks. But don't let anything, any third party destroy your career. Don't let it make you be like, you know what, I hate this unit so much, I'm getting out of the Army. No. Like, y'all, why don't you just re-enlist and go somewhere else? Try another unit. Try something else. You know, instead of allowing them to mess up your money, your livelihood, especially if you were not already thinking about getting out. I'd say at least try again, try a different place, re-enlist, get out of that unit, get out of that situation, ask for a 4187 to go to a different unit, you know, lateral unit transfer or post transfer or whatever, you know. So try something different before you let something just really just crush your career. I see it so many times. I hate this place, I hate this NCO, I hate this unit, so I'm getting out of the Army. I'm like, okay, so this place, this NCO or that NCO, this unit is not paying your bills, not taking care of your kids, not taking care of your family. So why don't you instead embrace the suck and try to do something else, or re-enlist, or go somewhere else and see if maybe a different set of pace, a different scenario will be a better situation for you. So hopefully this helps. I'm sorry I'm in the car. I'm actually in rush hour traffic going home. It is 17:10. Baby girl is tired. But this, I feel like, is really important because there are so many young soldiers, and by young I don't mean young in age because I joined at 27, but newer in their career, and we learn in the Army by doing. No one gives us advice. No one tells us what we should and shouldn't do. No one helps us out. I remember, new private, right, got freaking pink eye from working in a nasty building, and I touched my face. So it was the weekend, Friday or whatever. I went to urgent care. They put me out for 24 hours. Now, I've been a civilian for a very long time, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay home. So in the Monday morning, my NCO calls me like, where are you at? And I was like, I'm at the house, I got pink eye, here's my slip or whatever. He was like, nah, that ain't how it worked in the Army. He's like, you still have to go to Army provider. I'm like, okay, so I go to sick call. The captain chewed me out. It wasn't even my officer. Like, he didn't even know me. He chewed me out. So I was like, okay, and here I am, 27-year-old private, thinking I'm doing the right thing, and clearly I wasn't. So the struggle is real. No one tells us what we should do. We're only expected to know what to do, and we don't. That's how we learned in the military. So here's a little advice for newer soldiers that will hopefully help you along the way and make it just a little tad bit easier. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this helped a little bit, just a little bit, you know. But please like and subscribe. I see that you guys actually like the military content, so I'll try to give you more of that. But until next time, love you guys a lot. Bye.